I'm back for Decluttering My Apartment Series Part 4. Today we are doing camping equipment, and I think this is going to be the most fun because I have a lot of camping equipment, but I also love camping. I also think it's going to be kind of hard to get rid of some of this stuff, but I am so ready to do this, so let's get into it. Okay, hopefully you can see I am working with a lot of stuff, but clearly it's all still in its boxes. First I'm gonna unbox everything and then we can go through it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm well aware that probably did not work because I have so much stuff that I literally had to move everything back just to fit everything in the frame. So this might be a long one. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. I tried to organize everything as best as I could, but if you like camping, you know that there's backpack camping or car camping. And to be honest, Dylan and I are a mixture of both. A lot of this stuff is really valuable, but my goal is to be able to fit everything into one bin and then maybe these 2 backpacks. Maybe I'll try to put everything that has to do with backpacking in my 60-liter Diva backpack from Gregory, and maybe we can put the rest of the car camping stuff in one of these bins. I think I want to get rid of this cooler. It's an Igloo. We got it from Walmart and it did serve us well, but it's kind of odd shape. It's kind of for like a family of 4. We don't need something that big. So I kind of vote donate, and it can also double as something to put the stuff we want to donate in. Let's get started with everything from this side. So this is kind of like the cooking gear, cooking essentials, kitchen utensils, whatever you want to call it. So we have this Coleman grill, which is actually really nice, and it just connects with this piece to these guys, and it's nice for cooking for multiple people. I think we'll probably keep this. We got these from Walmart. They are camping plates, and they came with 2 little bowls and some silverware, but I went through all the forks when I was on the conservation course. So we're working with 4 plates, 2 knives, and a spoon. Oh, I actually think it came with 4 bowls, but we're down to 3. These are nice because they can double up as a cup or a bowl. And then we just have a knife in here. We'll keep this for car camping. Kind of going down that same path, we have this pan. It's kind of nice because it's lightweight, but it's really small. I would be okay with donating this because usually we bring our cast iron if we are gonna car camp. It's just kind of beat up. I vote get rid of. Next we have our spatula, another knife, and 2 cutting boards. I definitely want to keep this cutting board, but this one's so small, it's like, what's the point of this? Maybe like a cheese platter, but if anything, we can just use this. So I'm gonna say get rid of this. It's always nice to have a bigger knife, so I'm just gonna put this knife with this. And I think that generally we can just bring a kitchen spatula with us camping, so I'm just gonna say donate for this because we have a lot of spatulas. We have 2 aluminum foils. Obviously we don't need 2. Maybe I'll just keep one of these to use now, and then we'll just keep one for later. Trash bags. These are definitely essential for camping. I think I might just take these to use for moving. Garbage bags don't really cost that much money. They're nice to have, but they're also taking up space. We can always buy more. So I'm gonna keep these for us now. We have 2 of these bad boys, which do come in handy. Obviously you need to do dishes when you're car camping, but there's no use in having 2. So we're gonna use this one as a backup because we are running low on dish soap. Obviously with that comes the sponge, which we'll keep. We have our 2 camp cups. They stack nicely, so we're gonna keep these. These are just Ziploc bags. They come in handy when you don't eat all the food that you cook and you want to save some of it for later. I might take some of them for us right now and then just leave a few. I love how I'm just like, oh, now I'm finding all this stuff that we can use so I don't have to buy more. Now we have this multi-spice kit, and honestly, if you are traveling, backpacking, or camping, I definitely would buy one of these. I don't like things to be bland, neither does Dylan. So we got this, I believe, at Walmart, and it was really cheap. It has salt, pepper, garlic, cayenne, curry, paprika, and that's it. But that's pretty much all the spices that we use anyways, so it really does us well. I might bring this because I don't want to have to keep buying spices. This is just to heat up water for coffee and stuff like that, but to be quite honest with you, we have used it, but I just think that it's kind of bulky and we can just use a pot if we want to boil water. Donate. Okay, now we're getting more into the backpacking cooking gear. I have this Jetboil Minimo. This is great for 2 people. This is like the best purchase I've ever made. Dylan and I will even bring it on hikes. This literally heats up water in 30 seconds. It comes with a lot of cool accessories, so of course I'm going to keep this. Moving over, we have Wilderness Wash. You can use it for body wash, shampoo, dishwashing detergent, or clothes detergent. This is the best thing ever invented. Of course I'm going to keep this. I love this. This is great for backpacking, but also just camping if you don't want to bring one of those big liquid soap detergents. We're definitely going to be keeping this. And Dylan and I have our 2 spoons. They're aluminum. They're long for those dehydrated bags that you find at like REI and stuff like that, but they're really nice because they don't get hot. Well, my camera cut me off, but I was gonna say raggedy old sack of toilet paper. Let's be real, of course you need toilet paper when you go camping, but it'll be fine for us to just grab a new toilet paper roll that we have when we want to go next. There's no point in keeping this. There's 72 ply sheets. Oh, this also has a plastic dispenser. That's kind of nice. This is just for hiking or worst case scenario, but we're gonna keep these. I honestly might just bring these with when we go to South America because we have them, so why not? Sometimes you find yourself in situations when you're traveling where there's just no toilet paper or you're in a sticky situation, and these will be nice for that. This Go Girl, love the concept. If you don't know what Go Girl is, look it up. It's essentially just like a way for women to pee standing up. It's kind of like a cone. I like the idea, but I have never used it. I have a Kula cloth, which if you don't have a Kula cloth and you are an avid hiker or backpacker, a traveler even, anything outdoors where you're gonna have to pee outside or in situations where there's not toilet paper, get a Kula cloth. It is so worth it. They are antibacterial and you can just wash them and they're good to go. I'm definitely bringing that with me to South America. So I'm gonna donate this. Sorry, Go Girl. Next we have our Sea to Summit shaving cream. I got this when I bought my sleeping bag, but I don't really use shaving cream. But I think that Dylan wants to keep this and bring it with to South America with us, so I'm just gonna keep this for his sake. Next up we have all of our bug spray. So we have this spray, which I just feel like this is such a weird bottle. We have this spray, this spray, this spray, 2 citronella waistbands, and that's it. But we do not need all of this bug spray. This is Ben's Deet. This is really nice for on the go. I think I will bring this to South America. Obviously, when we're like in the Amazon and stuff, I'll buy a bigger bottle. We'll keep that. I think we really only need one of these. This one looks pretty new. I might see if I can donate it, or should I just toss it? I don't want to be wasteful, but I also feel like it's not necessary to have all of this. I'm definitely going to donate these citronella waistbands. And we'll keep this one because it's a little bit used but not much. Try to donate this and maybe just toss this. I don't really know. I think we bought this 5-gallon solar shower. We've never used this. I like the idea, but it's just something that you buy thinking that you're going to use it and then you end up never using it. I'm going to donate this. We have 2 bars of soap. We got this as a gift one year for a birthday. I just personally am not like a bar of soap type of girly myself. We're gonna go with donate. Next we have these sound and water protection earplugs. I think that these are nice for camping, especially if it's been a while since I've camped. Sometimes it's hard for me to sleep if I can hear noises. I always think a bear is gonna come and eat me or something. I don't see any harm in keeping these, even though we haven't used them yet. I think they're good to have on hand just in case. Okay. Now we have emergency stuff. We have our Sawyer Squeeze water filtration system. I haven't opened this yet because we haven't really been on a ton of backpacking trips, but this is a really good brand. I did a ton of research. I'm definitely going to keep this for the future. Same with these aqua tabs. We actually have used these aqua tabs and they worked great, so I'm going to keep both of these. And I do have these pantyhose for an additional water filtration. It would be fine to keep just one, so I'm going to go with the black ones and I'll donate these ones. We have this big piece of rope, we have the smaller piece of rope, and then we have an anchor clip set, which is good for organizing, storing. Also probably good if you had like a food bag so that bears wouldn't get to it. If you're gonna be camping and you need to build a shelter or anything like that, it's good to have a lot of rope. This is kind of bulky, but it's thicker rope, so it's gonna be more durable, whereas this is smaller rope, so they serve different purposes. So I just feel like all three of these we should keep. Now we have our Hiking Buddy first aid kit. It covers cuts and scrapes, lacerations, bites and stings, allergies, and it also has rope. And then we also have this ultralight watertight medical kit, which is for 1 to 2 days and I guess one person. I think that it's essential that we both have a first aid kit. So these are great. Dylan also has this little bag that has a safety light stick, a rescue blanket, and then he also has this cube that has a bunch of other things in it. Another emergency rescue blanket, a screwdriver, like a multi-use razor, flint, something to break glass, that's sharp, a compass, a flashlight, fishing line, a spoon, and a whistle. These are like medical kits, and this is more like survival. My camera turned off on me again, and I had to turn the light on because it's getting dark and it's storming. But I was able to fit everything into this, so we're gonna just go with that. I also put the rope hanging kit in here too, so this works really nicely and it condensed everything. Next up, foot warmers. Yeah, I'll just keep them. I'll put them with the winter stuff. We have a monocular, which of course we're keeping. This is awesome. We have our stuff sacks, and I probably will even bring these to South America to keep things organized. So we'll definitely keep these two. We have a tarp, which is always essential, especially if you're in a place where it rains, which is pretty much everywhere. So we're gonna keep the tarp. We have a rain poncho, and it's not just any rain poncho. This comes from Shenandoah National Park, and so it's actually really nice quality. Dylan bought it when we were there and he didn't have a raincoat. This is kind of just nice for like an emergency or a backup, so we're gonna keep that too. On that same note, I have rain pants, which I don't really use on the regular, but like I said, it's nice just to have just in case. We're getting there. Now I have an Eno hammock. Wow. Usually I say hammock, but everybody gives me crap for that. So hammock, even though it sounds weird, there's an O, not an I or an E. I really haven't used this because there's not a lot of trees in Arizona, but there's no way I'm getting rid of it. It's an Eno? I don't know. Now I'm getting all messed up with my vowels, but this comes in handy when you're in a place where there's a lot of trees, and I'm from Minnesota, so we're gonna keep these. With that, I do have a bug net. I'm kind of claustrophobic, and I don't really like using this, but it has come in handy before, so we'll keep it. Especially when we hammock to sleep. We have 2 blow-up mattresses. We have a twin-sized one and we have a queen-sized one. And at the moment, I think we might as well just keep one, and I'm thinking we might as well do the queen-sized one because obviously there's 2 of us, and when we have people visit, it's just better to have more space, I think. The only thing that kind of sucks is the queen-sized one has a small leak, but it's nothing to where like you're waking up on the floor. It's just a small leak, so it's nothing too crazy. I think we're just gonna stick with the queen-size mattress for now. Okay, now I have this Climate Static V inflatable pad, which I will definitely be keeping. This I think was only $20 on Amazon, and the Climate series is really, really good. And I haven't had any problems. I think it's super comfortable. It's self-inflating, so I would definitely recommend this actually to anyone who's looking to buy an affordable blow-up mattress that is really lightweight. This is nice for backpacking. The other blow-up mattress is good for car camping because it's a lot bulkier, but it also blows up higher. Cocoon Mummy Liner, absolutely keeping. I'm gonna even bring this with me to South America because I can use this as a blanket on flights, on buses, anytime that I'm cold. It's really lightweight, fits in a bag nicely, so definitely keeping this. It also really helps keep your sleeping bag nice, and so you don't have to wash it as much, especially for if you have like a down sleeping bag like I do. Now we have this pad. This is nice for harder ground, especially if you're in a place like the desert where there's going to be like a lot of prickly stuff. It protects your blow-up mattress, and I don't really see myself needing it because there were even times in the desert where I used just my blow-up pad and I didn't have any problems, so I think that I'm just gonna donate this. We're getting to the end, guys, I promise. Okay, so now we have our 4-person dome Ozark tent, and this is very beginner, I know, I understand, but my 2-person tent, the zipper ended up breaking on me, and that was what we were using. So we're back to this guy, and it provides a lot of room, it's functional, it does what it's supposed to. It is bulky, but this is what we have right now, and I think we should just keep it because this is the only tent we have and we are campers. So until this breaks or stops working, I think that we're gonna keep this, especially because we're probably gonna be camping when we go to Minnesota. For now, we're gonna keep this. And that kind of brings me to our sleeping bags. I have my trusty Down Sea to Summit bag. I will absolutely be keeping this. I just got this not that long ago. I love it so much, and it packs down really nicely. I just don't have it packed down right now because it's not good to just always have it packed down. It ruins the down, so I am just gonna leave it like this. But then this is my old sleeping bag that was just an Ozark Trail one from Walmart. Dylan does not have a sleeping bag right now, so he's been using this one. And so we're just gonna keep this until he gets a new one. But that's pretty much all we have. I kept a lot of the stuff, but I also think I did a little bit of a better job of getting rid of what we don't need. We're not getting rid of a ton, but we are gonna try to make sure that everything fits into either my backpack or the bin. So that's next up. Let's see if I can do it. One last update. I fit everything into my backpack and this large bin, and I call that a steal. Another win. Dylan wants to get rid of this. Woo! So we're gonna end our night going on a walk and going over our road trip route. So I'm super excited. All right, next video I'm gonna be decluttering the kitchen stuff, and that's gonna take a long time.
Sorry.
But after that, I think we're done. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.